Welcome back to Notch EV and good morning. I am about to turn right onto the Williamsburg Bridge and I'm in my highest ride height. I'm about to test when it looked like it. That's what I was going to test. Let's find out if it's in the manual, but it looks like the second you touch 30, it drops the highest setting. So that's pretty reasonable sounding. If you were trying to do some light off-roading, under 30 sounds very normal. Okay, so what are we doing? What time is it? It's 8:36 right now in the morning, and I'm headed to the Lucid Motors Service Center showroom in Long Island. They're having an event this morning for Lucid owners. So this will be a first one for me. And what's happening is they're having a little meet and greet and then doing a sort of a car train or whatever you want to call it to the Electrify Expo that's also in Long Island. And by RSVPing and going to the Lucid shop first, they give you tickets and a VIP like parking area for the expo. So I thought, why not go check that out and just make a day of it. The good news is last night, the update, the 3.3.3, I think it is. I can't look right now because I'm driving. But I got the update. I saw a post about that on the forums the other day, and it arrived very quickly. And the exciting part to me is that it arrived like truly over the air. As you guys may have figured out by now, I do live in a city garage apartment living situation, so I don't have Wi-Fi at the car. And with the Tesla, that was always an annoyance when updates happened. It would mean I'd have to go tether my phone, but my phone wouldn't always have enough data to snag the whole update. And then my other option was like, okay, when I go upstate and I'm parked in the garage at my mom's house, then I might have the ability to do the update. So this like actually updated over the air completely flawlessly, and I was really happy about that. That's a big win for me in my situation. It really might not matter to some people, but that was pretty cool. Okay, I made it to the expo here, and we've got all these owners, Lucid owners, who showed up here, and Lucid has given everybody this sort of special VIP parking lot. Here we got my Gravity right here, looking good in black, and I have this dumped low, and then right here we've got this Gravity up high. So you can kind of see the difference of how they look. It looks nice. This guy here is really nice. He's got a Dream Edition, and it looks good. I like seeing the different ride height here, but everything's good. I'm going to check out what's going on here, see all the different electric cars. I actually just saw Out of Spec Dave, and maybe you'll see me for a split second saying hi in one of his videos today. But also, I want to try to do some stuff with him in the future. So let's just kind of, I guess, take a peek around here, see if anything's worth looking at. But otherwise, I'm here for just for the fun. And I'll show you around. Oh, check this out. Lucid, at the little Owners Club event, had a nice little goodie bag for everybody. They have this Lucid beanie hat, this Lucid branded mirror insulated metal travel mug, and a little pop socket. Just a nice little gift for the owners. Totally free. All we did was show up, and then we drove to this parking lot. And in a sense, that drive on the highway, maybe that was some good free advertising for them. It looked really cool seeing all these airs and a couple Gravities just shooting down the highway all together. So yeah, let me go see what's going on in here. Since I got that update last night, I was thinking maybe I could get them to update the key fob this morning at the showroom, but it just wasn't the day. There was too much other things going on. So I'll have to go get my key fob updated to match the update of the car, but now the car's updated, so that's cool. Hopefully people are liking their Gravity test drive. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. David Connor. And I just met these guys. These guys have a channel, taylorandzervan, and I know I'm butchering his name a little bit, but they are driving across the country, road tripping this cool, sort of fun, decked out ID Buzz. They got a nice bed set up in here, and they were both very nice. We chatted, and you should give them a follow if you're interested in, you know, the car camping aspects of things. It's a real fun setup that they got, and it looks like a very good, livable van. I think these are pretty cool. I mean, it's a totally different vibe than if you are driving around a black Gravity like me, but I think it's still fun. Like, there's so much versatility with these buzzes. You got Hankook Tire here, and they have a Gravity in the booth to show off their tire. Wise choice. And across from it, we got some weird Teslas. Got Sonic the Hedgehog Model X, it looks like. Blacked Out 3. And of course, we've got Rivian representing their quad motors here today. You've got the teal accent in the wheels, and you've got the gear guard badge here, and of course it says quad right here. It lets you know, it lets everybody know you spent the money and you got the speed. And then we have the truck version in the tri-motor with the yellow accents. They only have tris and quads here today. Now that I'm a Gravity owner, I'm going to sit in this and see how it feels again. I haven't sat in here since I owned a Tesla. How's this feel? Yeah, this feels good. I think Rivians are really nice. I can't knock them. I just chose Gravity over them for my efficiency reasons and my charging reasons. But these are still really awesome. This looks so tight in comparison back here. Obviously, I just pushed that seat far back, but I just watched that Edmunds video comparing this to the Gravity, and they were really making note of all the things that this car has software-wise better and certain build quality items. But I feel like they were knocking on Gravity a little bit when they didn't need to, comparing it to this guy that's been out for years. You know, they had their problems and they've worked it out. So, but in the end, they gave the R1S and the Gravity the same exact score, and I really think that as the time goes on, the Gravity is gonna get a better score. The software and stuff is getting updated so often, and it just, you know, like I got one today, got another update. Problems are being solved. The Edmunds guy actually gave Lucid, they said Lucid only has vents here in the back, just like Gravity, and they gave them just like a R1S, sorry, and they knocked on Lucid for not having vents over here, but they do have vents over here. I was like, guy, come on. And then, of course, we have home base, the Lucid, what do we call this? The Lucid Booth. I think Lucid should give me one of these seats. Somebody at Lucid should watch this and say, hey, I like what you're doing showing off the Gravity. All right, well, I've had a lot of fun. A lot of the Lucids have already left. takeoff number 21, but it was fun while it lasted. The Lucid staff that I met, everybody was super nice, and it was a fun event, my first Lucid Owners event, because obviously this is new to me, and it was great to have a free ticket to the expo. Just stopping for a quick little charge break, and I'm gonna hit the Dunkin' over there. This is Brewster, New York. As always, the Tesla charger handshake and everything regarding Lucid Gravity with Tesla is really working well. We got some Cybertruck action and some Model 3. The thing I've had almost flawless, always top end charging so far. This station's only hitting me with 150, so not a big deal. But I'm just doing a leisurely drive, so it doesn't really matter. Come on, this looks good here. This is actually one of the first superchargers with Magic Dock in the country, and a lot of people did the first ever Magic Dock reviews here, like Marquez Brownlee and I think Tom Malogny. Here I am. What if I'm the first Gravity here? Let's find out. There's no way to find out. What am I saying? I'm just chilling in the back of the Gravity. Got my iced coffee. I got an egg bite. I'm starving because I've been going since 8 a.m. from the Lucid Owners straight to we did the big train of cars to the expo, and then it was all around there chatting with people. So it's been a real cool day. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I need to put, another 300 miles on it today, I think, to get up to that 2K mark so that we can do the range test tomorrow. So I am just taking a breather, drinking my Dunkin', and in the time it took me to go down there and grab a coffee, I went from 37 to 60%, just not even trying to do anything at 150 kilowatts. So horrible speed for the Gravity, horrible. It's still the amount of range that I'm getting and adding into this thing, it's great. And I'm so happy with this car. I had a lot of fun with the Lucid community today. And I think it'll be fun to do stuff with them in the future. Oh, I know, today is 70 degrees. It's kind of the warmest day since I got the Lucid. And so after leaving the expo today, I was actually kind of hot and a little bit sweaty. I was overdressed for the weather. I didn't know it would get so hot and sunny today. So I got to try the air-conditioned, ventilated seats. And wow, that is so awesome. Just coming from a car without ventilated seats, and you get that sticky back when it's hot. This was so nice. I'm really glad they work so well. It was awesome. Wonder if there was any other things I noticed today. I'm gradually noticing all these little things about the car, and I'll try to remember them and bring them up as they come, but these are this is in a casual style video rather than the nerd videos. This is more of a chatty kind of thing, so I'm bringing up random stuff. Nobody's been too curious at this charger about the Gravity, but on the drive over here there was a group in a heavily tinted Honda, an Accord, I don't know, a sedan, and they rolled down their windows and gave me a thumbs up. So if you find this video, hey, thanks for saying hi. This car, it's so fun to drive. It feels good. Just had to say it. There's a driving feel to this that just kicks ass. I love it. So I've never been to Saudi Arabia, and we know that there's a lot of Saudi money that's helping keep Lucid going, and I'm not, I'm not heavily influenced, or not influenced, but I'm not keeping track of their annual reports or quarterly reports for their finances. But a lot of people comment things like Lucid's going down. I don't think so. They're expanding, opening shops all over the place, and the way I think about it, I don't know if anybody cares, but they developed one car. They developed the Air, which is not a high sales market, but they're selling decent numbers of them. And then they spent tons of money for years developing this car. And they've developed drivetrains for 2 different cars, and motors and battery tech and all this R&D. But the bulk of the sales still need to happen. So, in my opinion, part of the reason they look like they're losing so much money is because they've been in R&D phase as a company for so long, and what they've developed now is amazing. And I feel like the future is starting to come to fruition for them as Gravity sales pick up, as they iron the kinks out of this car, bring in the smaller SUV. I feel like the profit availability is like at the stage where it's just going to balloon. That's my opinion. It's just what do we want to call it? It's just insight, me thinking about it. It's not a highly researched angle here, but just talking, riffing, because this is a more casual video. The reason I brought this up, I totally got sidetracked. I was talking about Saudi Arabia. So I've been to Egypt. I've been a lot of places, and America, we are known for having our nice big cup holders. I think that the Saudis are paying Lucid to make these cup holders small because they are very tight. Luckily, this medium iced coffee Dunkin' fits in there, and you could see that's like my 18-inch or 18-ounce, 20-ounce Rambler from Yeti. It fits in there, but you really got to jam it in. It's a tight fit in that cup holder. That's just some side opinions. I learned a lot today talking to people. I think I found the spot for the radar detector that works. I'm picking up KA band right here. I wonder where is he? Is he here? There he is. Okay. There was the police officer driving by with his radar on. All right, it's good to know. I'm going to show you guys up close. But right there, they made a section for the Easy Pass to sit. So I actually had no idea about that. So my Easy Pass might not even be in a good spot. But there's a little section of glass up there directly in front of the radar detector. And if you look really closely, there's like almost like a checker pattern you can see etched into the glass. And that is the area where whatever is in the window that blocks the radar is not. It's not there. So that's good to know, because essentially I've been radar detectorless, which makes me uncomfortable. I just, it's just nice to know when you're being watched, not in any sort of way where I'm trying to be reckless, but it's just nice to know. So I'm going to have to figure out how to wire this up to fit up there, because it's totally different. And right now I have this wire coming down, and the cord that it is like going, I can't even show you because it's too hard while driving, but the cord's going to the USB-C outlet in the back of the passenger seat, because that's the only one that seems to work with that cord. I assumed I would put it in here, but the USB-C port in there is 100 watts, and I think it's too much wattage for that cable, because it just, nothing turned on. But when I put it to the 45 watt when I put it to the 45 watt behind here, then the radar detector works again. So there's something about that. And right now, I'm glad that going to the Lucid meetup gave me some information on where to put that, but I definitely don't have an elegant solution for it. That's going to be on my list of things to figure out, because I really liked the way it was in the Tesla. You couldn't see any wires. I had it hidden really nice, and it just sat nicely on top of the screen. One of my viewers asked about noise. So here is 58 miles an hour on a sort of normal countryish road. I don't know how scientific the Apple Watch is for measuring sound, but just in case you guys are wondering, we're looking at 55 there. I will do another test at highway speed. This is a notoriously steep, no, okay, not too much for Dream Drive. This is a very sharp corner. It's like a right angle. Dream Drive couldn't handle it. That's fair, I guess. Coming into the small town of Millerton. For curious viewers, this is a movie theater right here that is no longer belong to my family, but that is the movie theater I grew up in and my family owned basically my whole life.